The time has come. Lucky Star is slipping away from us. But we can still enjoy what we have left. And it's something that has been hammered into us time and time again. Time slips away faster than we can really imagine. But instead of studying, let's spend it watching some anime. Actually, just starting off straight with the show. And the very calming backing track, which I wonder if it is giving off the presence of a crisis from later on. Okay. Getting to address the class as well. I mean, we've been getting a little cheerleading routine for 23 episodes now. How could they possibly refuse? You're leaving the decision up to her. If she's okay with it, of course they're gonna be on board. Will any of them be okay? Just how many members do they need for this routine, though? I mean, do you need to know how to do actual fortunes? You just say some generic stuff that would be true for pretty much anyone. Done. It's not like they're charlatans. It's not difficult to read into what she was meaning there. What's with those reaction faces? Trying to have a relatively normal life at school after what we've known about her character when it was introduced. Can you spare some time? Come and join in our cheerleading routine. She really doesn't want to. Is this a bribe? Now, of course, she'd be delighted to help. I wonder if they'll figure out that she was urged to help with it for a certain reason. I mean, they've never tried before. How long do they have to practice? That's actually somewhat reassuring. The fact you'd be knowing everyone there, so you're feeling a bit easier to get into it. Those that bring up friendship when it is beneficiary to them. And having her do her all and want to be part of this. How emotionally manipulative. Success. She really put on that face to hit it home. It's fine. Look at the other people that have already signed up for it. Volume. Even though there might be other things that she wanted to be doing. Well, they're trying to judge if you can balance school life with the other things that are going on. Quite a good impression of her. Oh. We'll wing it on the night. So you'll have to have someone that is kind of reliable and going to force through a song and a routine. Bringing up the language being difficult when it suits them as well. But since she's signed up for it and part of it now, it has to be done right. Okay. Tea leaves. It's broken. Possibly. I would take her fortunes as gospel. Especially for those that are physically challenged or less reliable to remember it fully. pretentious names for food so no one knows what it is they're ordering. Possibly. It's food. It's good. I see. She's not fully on board. Really don't look like they're fully against the idea of doing it though. I feel like they are likely to get distracted when they're trying to practice. Are these hands stitched as well? Who would have time to put all this together? Okay. But back in my school, like, people would barely have the get up and go to make a poster, let alone all of this. If he doesn't want to get thrown out. Security would be high. Yeah, it's working. They're still relatively upbeat about it, though. I'm guessing that by the time they actually get around to starting, they will have some nerves. Special events. I mean, yeah, schools have definitely become more kind of relaxed about a lot of things. So if you think about 40, 50 years ago, how they were treated pupils. You know, if I was having a conversation with someone, what would the backing track of that be? Would it be so light as this one? Soon as break was called, straight on the floor. I mean, would anyone want to be left out? Who's that? You'll just have to wait for the actual show. Ah. I understand fully of why they were completely annoyed. But being told that Akira will be here... I guess got to make a proper appearance since half the show has been destroyed. I mean, as long as those predictions of fortunes come true. I think they've went a bit overboard with those costumes. How about you get actually there and getting screen time? Why do I feel like a fawny atmosphere? He's in charge, is he? There we go. Did not take long. Huh? I think it's probably safe not to leave them on their own. I kind of hope that there will be a reconciliation by the end of it, but it would be funny if there isn't. Yeah, slight bit of a downgrade. Really giving it her all for that. Song? Just like before. This time not in a karaoke booth. Nah. We were blocked from hearing it. Of course, they couldn't give her a moment to shine after everything that we've seen so far. She hasn't deserved it. So that's what they were doing all this time. Practicing. Of course, since it's not interspersed with clips that we've seen. Okay, it is using the clips that we've seen interspersed in the opening into their routine. Well, that was different. I don't know what to think about this choreography that they've come up with here. Some of it doesn't feel like it really fits itself to like cheerleading. Also, it's fun that they could just reuse parts of it and just swap out the background. They got through it! Even if some of them did look a little worse for wear by the end of it. She's not the errand boy. Ah. I mean, it only comes around once a year. put in the effort it truly deserves. Despite the atmosphere here, it's also, well, she's feeling slightly forlorn, knowing it's going to come to an end. I really held no such feelings for my school. Ah, it's finished? Cool. And actually in front of a crowd this time. Are we going to be seeing the routine a second time? I mean, it definitely cuts through the atmosphere, doesn't it? Any feeling of nerves or awkwardness? See, as they point out, it does seem a bit fitting. As the curtains rise on their performance. But we're not getting Akira's song, are we? Single teardrop. Is this one just a plain him singing in various locales? Over how many days was this footage captured? At least someone's having fun with all of this. And it's surprising that despite coming here for Lucky Star and watching anime and the like, having something like this be one of the things that we lament the loss of. And there ends our journey of Lucky Star. A group of friends really some of them trying their hardest, others just skating by. But as is the world, different people work at different rates, and yet there are definitely moments we can all enjoy. And let's be honest, I think forcing your friends into a cheerleading routine despite some of their wishes, what can get better than that? At the end of the day, everyone seemed to enjoy it though. It's usually the case, despite our reservations, when you're actually up there and doing it, can really get caught up in the moment. And I do like how it was all rounded together, something we've been seeing for so long. Wasn't just some collection of strange events that they were doing with no real connection to anything. It was a glimpse into the future, them practicing for this event. I guess no matter what it is, whether it being setting up a cafe, fortune telling, setting up your classroom as one of those spooky ghost walks, or completely ruining someone's big day, cutting off their microphone early. I'm sure at least some of us will put in the effort there. Perhaps make it in home in time to watch some more anime. But Lucky Star has done something that I feel has been missed out on so many others. It was just so relatable. Everything in it was like, yeah, that could have happened to either me, my friends, or someone that I know. Or a conversation that I have actually had. Even just the fact that there wasn't really a overarching story, just a collection of events that happened, conversations that have taken place. Life doesn't usually have a big plan. But what it does have is people there to judge you in everything you say and do, and your computer history. And it needs to be said that Lucky Star never really took itself too seriously. Hell, just look at the ending for the past 12 episodes or so. But with that, they could do quite a lot. Varying camera angles that seem nonsensical, only showing the top half of a character's face, leaving most of the screen blank. Some interesting references, cutting in the anime Tensho thing for quite a lot of it, actually. Surprisingly more than just a cameo appearance. But all in all, we get the feeling of everything that we kind of want from a slice of life. The same kind of feeling we get from K-On! Or even Gabriel Dropout. Your friends are idiots. But they're your idiots. I really do hope you enjoyed. I had a blast. And if you were one of the many people that did mention Lucky Star to me at some point, I wholeheartedly thank you. So, all there really is left is tell me what you thought of the series. Let me know down below. Consider subscribing if you want to see what's coming up next. At least some parts of it you don't want to miss. But for now, get yourself some rest. See you in the next one. I'm so very happy to have all of you here for this festival of bad ideas that is my channel. And if you've seen some things so far, you know it's probably only a matter of time before I do my own cheerleading routine. So alongside Electric Ant, Arthea, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sal, Shiran, Mecha, Matt, Stinsfire, Gurley, Saltytron, Cardboard, Croyville, Dark Shadow, 7899, Alvin Garcia, Santiago and everyone else, you may get more than 2 seconds on the microphone. But at least I get to embarrass myself for your sakes.